name is Joseph Lesioloi. I come from Laisamis. Where we are in Milako Conservancy, where it starts. We are in Merile. Today we've had a meeting. The community have come, all the leaders, and as the chairman of the task force that was looking into this matter, we were blessed to have senior national leaders and county government and community officials, namely Assistant County Commissioner and District Criminal Investigation, the Ward and Sub-County Administrator, the Chairperson of the Interfaith, and the members of County Assembly of Laisamis and Loglogo wards covering Melako Community Conservancy, who proceeded with the analysis and investigations of the discredited claims and allegations in the Deutsche Welle Planet story that was called "How Big Tax Carbon Offsets Are Threatening Kenyans." So there are 9 things that I want to mention. Number 1, it is a big lie that the rangers implement and enforce grazing plans using guns and limit community land use in one way or another. Only community elders have the decision on which grass, on which part of the conservancy should be used, but it is a decision that comes from the community, not one that is enforced by any force outside the community. Number 2, it is further stated that arming conservancy rangers is illegal and unconstitutional. Is a misinformed claim. It is not Melako Conservancy or NRT to arm the rangers. It is the government of Kenya to arm conservancy rangers. Melako Community Conservancy Scouts do not have any armed rangers like several other conservancies. Point number 3. FLAFCA mentions that these armed rangers enforcing the grazing rules end up cheating and raping community members and practicing extrajudicial killings is a false allegation. No evidence is given about all this. No woman has reason to say that she's been raped in the conservancy. No death, no grave has been found that anybody has been killed in the conservancy. Number 4, that there is no informed consent from the community on carbon extraction and carbon offsets, and that they only heard about it 9 years after it had already begun is a big lie. The community, since the inception of Carbon Project, the community has been consulted, and we have been moving together in the journey as a whole community. And it is a lie to say that there were years that the community never knew what is happening with the Carbon Project. Number 5, Vera 2023 reviewed report found very insufficient evidence of how project acquired community consent. FLAFCA claimed is not true and incorrectly presented. The truth is that following Survival International's discredited claims and allegations, Vera investigated the project but did not find any evidence to claim and close the matter. Point number 6, that the conservancies established on community land are unconstitutional. Terming them private entities is misguided. The term is that all the NRT-supported conservancies are owned by the community. That means the community is the owner of the conservancies. Number 7, the Melako Bandas are fire incident was no accident, purporting that it was burnt by human hands. FLAFCA insists that the fire incident was no incident. After the phone call, Wilfred insists that the fire was an accident. Even today we had the meeting, and several people from the community, from Merile, where the bandas are, they stated how fire caught the place and the bandas were destroyed in that respect. So it is unfounded that it was done by somebody who consciously went to burn the bandas. Number 8, according to FLAFCA report, Solomon's father was shot in Melako Bandas. Although this predates the arrival of carbon funds, at least similar lodges have been renovated, including the one that overlooks grazing boundary where Solomon saw his father shot. All the conservancies operate under umbrella of NRT. Melako community members are not aware of any claims and allegations, and all we know is that Solomon's family is living in Odonyiro in Isiolo County, and there was no ranger involved in his father's death in Melako. This in anywhere, because it was a conflict. This is a spread of misinformation, and it is not grounded In fact, number 9 and the last one. The PLAFCA, inappropriate representation and description of the project's financial returns indicate insufficient research. The truth is that the project is transparent to the project account, transparent to the community members, and routine audits are conducted. We have elected leaders, those who hold the finances, those who hold the leadership. All the organization of leadership comes from the community because the leaders are elected by the community in the conservancy. So there is nothing like financial misappropriation because all that the community gets is given and reported to the community. The community members of Melako Community Conservancy and their leaders expressed their disappointment with the Deutsche Welle, which is known for a balanced story. This time round, they are doing the opposite and damaging the reputation of the community project that otherwise requires public relations. The community members of Melako Conservancy have strong confidence and trust in the Conservancy Communication Channel, NRT and Northern Kenya Rangeland Carbon Project, and the Deutsche Welle to pull down the misguided and incorrect story from the website and all other outlets with immediate effect, and issue apologies to the community members of Melako Conservancy and all communities in rural areas in northern Kenya for publishing such a false information about them.